In this episode, I will cover the 7 most common data quality issues screwing up your Salesforce and how to fix them.
Welcome to the Brainiate Show, where we talk about all things Salesforce, sharing the coolest features, solutions, and best practices to turn you into a Salesforce rock star. Here's your host, former attorney turned Salesforce consultant and trainer, David Giller.
Hey there, my name is David Giller, also known as the Salesforce Whisperer, and I've been working with Salesforce for years. In this episode, I'm going to shed some light on the 7 most common data quality issues that are screwing up your Salesforce and how you can fix them. So whether you're a business leader or a Salesforce admin, you don't want to miss this video. Issue number 1, duplicate data. When we talk about duplicate data in a CRM, we mean having more than one record for the same thing. For example, if you have 2 records for the same person with different phone numbers or addresses, that would be considered duplicate data. Now, we can also have not only duplicate contacts, but we could also have duplicate leads, duplicate accounts, duplicate opportunities, duplicate cases, and I can keep going on, but I think you've got the point. Issue number 2, inaccurate data. Inaccurate data in Salesforce means that the information in the system is incorrect. This can happen if someone enters the wrong information or if the information was correct at some point, but it changed over time and it has not been updated in Salesforce. Issue number 3, ambiguous data. What does ambiguous data mean in Salesforce? It means that the data is not clearly defined or has more than one possible interpretation. For example, if you have a field for phone number, but some people enter in the person's mobile number and other people enter in the direct work number, and other people, for whatever reason, enter in the company's global toll-free number where that person works. That would be considered ambiguous data. Issue number 4, hidden data. Hidden data in Salesforce means that the information is not easily seen or accessible. For example, this could be contact information for a person, but it's buried in a long text field on some other record, or a piece of information located on a record or in a field that the user is simply unable to access because it's hidden from them. Issue number 5, inconsistent data. When we talk about inconsistent data in Salesforce, we mean that the data does not match up. For example, if someone's name is spelled differently in 2 different places, once in Salesforce and once in some other system, or people enter in the job title of CFO in all sorts of creative ways with creative spellings and abbreviations, that's inconsistent data. Issue number 6, too much data. When we say too much data in Salesforce, what we really mean is that there is more information than necessary. For example, if you're tracking customer names and contact information for people, you don't need to also track their hair color or their favorite flavor of ice cream. Yet, not only are these data points visible on the screen, but some of these fields might even be required to save a record. Issue number 7, data downtime. When we say data downtime in Salesforce, what we mean is some team members store their data in siloed spreadsheets that only occasionally gets updated in Salesforce. This can cause problems because the data in the CRM is not always up to date. Now let's talk about the impact of ignoring some of these data quality issues in Salesforce. The first impact is the impact on the Salesforce users. Data quality issues can significantly affect your Salesforce users, leading to frustration and impaired decision-making. Data quality is essential for Salesforce to function correctly. Ignoring those issues will only lead to more problems. Poor data quality can also lead to inaccurate reporting and analysis. Suppose, for example, a salesperson's data is entered incorrectly. It could show that they made far more sales than they did. This could lead to the manager giving them an unrealistic goal for the next quarter. Similarly, if the salesperson's data is not entered, the manager might not be able to see their complete sales picture, their pipeline, and might make some decisions based on the incomplete information. Inaccurate data can also lead to problems when managers try to spot trends or to compare their team's performance to others. Inaccuracies can make it very challenging to identify where improvements need to be made within the business. As a customer service manager, for example, one of your primary responsibilities is to review reports to identify areas of improvement for your team. However, if the data in Salesforce is inaccurate, it can skew the reports and give you a full sense of how your team is performing. This can lead to frustration from your team members as they might feel that their efforts are not accurately represented in the system. This can also lead to wasted time and resources as you attempt to correct the inaccuracies. It is therefore crucial for companies to take data quality seriously and ensure that their Salesforce reports are accurate. Next, incomplete or incorrect data can cause problems with lead or opportunity management. Data quality is essential when managing leads and opportunities in Salesforce. Inaccurate data can make it challenging to assess the opportunities properly, leading to missed sales targets and a decline in overall performance. Poor data quality can also create tension between sales and marketing teams. Just imagine you're on the marketing team trying to send out an email to all customers and prospects, but hardly any of the email addresses for the prospects are in Salesforce. The email addresses can be found in some separate spreadsheets maybe, or in Outlook, or maybe even printed out on business cards, bundled up and wrapped up in rubber bands, or sitting in someone's drawer. Ignoring these data quality issues can ultimately lead to friction between internal teams. Next, data quality issues can also impact customer relationship management. When data quality issues are ignored in Salesforce, it can lead to problems such as misspelled names or wrong contact information and duplicated records. This can result in companies repeatedly calling the same person or sending emails to prospects who often ask, "Please remove me from your mailing list." In the worst case scenario, they could even send confidential information to the wrong person. By taking steps to ensure the data quality in Salesforce is accurate, companies can avoid these frustrating and embarrassing experiences. Next, poor data quality can lead to decreased productivity and increased costs. Maintaining accurate and up-to-date data is essential for any organization that relies on information to make decisions. Poor data quality can lead to decreased productivity and increased costs as employees waste time finding and correcting errors. Organizations can't afford to let data quality slip in today's competitive market. By ensuring that their data quality is clean and accurate, they can avoid many of the pitfalls associated with poor data quality. Ignoring data quality issues can even result in compliance problems. Many organizations overlook data quality issues thinking that they can get by with lower quality data. However, ignoring the data quality issues can also result in compliance problems. For example, suppose an organization must report on customer satisfaction levels, and the customer data is not even included in Salesforce. In that case, the organization might be out of compliance with its reporting requirements. As a result, it's essential to give data quality the attention it deserves to avoid compliance problems and to maintain a competitive edge. For Salesforce users, addressing the data quality issues is essential for getting the most out of the platform. With accurate and up-to-date data, users can make better decisions about nurturing leads, allocating resources, and forecasting sales. Inaccurate data can lead to misspent marketing efforts, incorrect sales projections, and a general deterioration of the user experience. So now that we have an understanding of the different types of quality issues that we might have with the data, and we know how they can impact the organization, let's talk a little bit about what you can do to address them. First, let's focus on checking for duplicates. Natively in Salesforce, you can leverage native Salesforce list views and reports to quickly find duplicate data, manually merge them in Salesforce, or export them to Excel, clean them up, and then re-import them into Salesforce. With Cloudingo, however, you can utilize Cloudingo's powerful duplicate management features to quickly find and batch merge duplicate records and even batch convert leads based on whatever logic and merge criteria you define. Spoiler alert, Cloudingo also lets you automate the duplicate merging process. Now let's talk about cleaning up incomplete records. One way to do this is simply through user training. Encourage your team to populate the missing information that the business needs. Natively in Salesforce, you can leverage native list views and reports to query for records, let's say missing phone numbers or email addresses or job titles, and assign these records to the appropriate individuals to go ahead and populate the missing information. Now in Cloudingo, depending on the type of information that's missing, you can utilize Cloudingo's data maintenance tools to A, update unique records, B, update matching records, or C, update contacts and accounts. Now let's talk about fixing invalid data. So again, natively in Salesforce, you can pull up Salesforce reports showing invalid data grouped by the user who's responsible for those records, and that can help each team member identify which of their own records they need to fix. In Cloudingo, you can leverage Cloudingo's address validation and standardization tools to quickly identify and fix address information en masse. Now let's talk a little bit about removing unused or unnecessary fields. Natively in Salesforce, you can use Salesforce Optimizer to help identify which fields are not on any page layouts and show which fields are minimally populated in the system. This can help facilitate the analysis and uncover the fields that could potentially be removed from Salesforce. With Cloudingo, you can leverage Cloudingo's field analysis tool to identify minimally used fields throughout your Salesforce instance. Now let's talk a little bit about monitoring data quality issues. Again, Salesforce list views, reports, and dashboards make it relatively easy to review the data that's in Salesforce. As you can see from these examples, Cloudingo's powerful tools can help Salesforce admins quickly review and batch update records and even automate some of these processes. Leveraging Cloudingo to identify and manage your data quality issues can be painless and efficient. Let's recap. Poor data quality can cost businesses a lot of money. It can lead to wrong decisions, missed opportunities, and even compliance violations. Data cleansing is a process that corrects inaccurate or incomplete data records to improve the data quality in order to help the business succeed. If you want to learn more on this topic, I encourage you to click on the link in the show notes to download a complimentary ebook from Cloudingo in which you're going to learn 12 proven benefits of high quality data, how to make a case for investing the time and money into data cleansing, and a targeted approach to improve your Salesforce data. After reading the ebook that you're going to download, you will understand why investing in data cleansing will help your company take control of your Salesforce data, which is so essential to your company's success.